Oshawa, Ontario, the host of this year's World Financial Group Canadian Junior Cup.
Good shot.
Hello, everyone. Tuning in early this Friday morning as we invite you inside the Oshawa Curling Club for live action of Draw 5 from the Canadian Junior Cup. This morning we have U18 action here on Sheet 5. And as we move in, we'll take a look at our feature matchup this morning. We have Team MacDougall representing the Hamilton Victoria Curling Club out of Hamilton, Ontario, facing off against Team Marcin from Bowling Green Curling Club in Bowling Green, Ohio. And it's time to meet the teams representing the American side. The lead, Zach Meyer. Second, Evan Darheim. Vice, Jacob Luce. The skip, Peyton Marcin. They face off against Team MacDougall out of the Hamilton Victoria Curling Club. Lead, William Jewell. Second, Nathan Jewell. Vice, Thomas Del Conte. And their
Top
skip
four.
is Evan MacDougall.
Straight. Top 4, top 8. Straight. Mark.
Should be a good morning of curling here from the Oshawa Curling Club. This Team MacDougall defending the U18 champions of this event last year, winning the event three-handed without their skip. But Evan is back this year, taking the reins once again and looking to repeat with the title. As we tune in here in the first end, it was a very close contest in the draw to the button for the hammer. Both teams just biting the button, but it was Team MacDougall winning the hammer by half a centimeter, and they'll have the advantage here to start the game.
Got a curl.
Curl. Actually, really solid.
Zach Meyer stones for the American side, slipping to the back 12, followed up by a tight guard. MacDougall ignores both those stones, throws up a corner guard, and draws around it to the top 12.
Run back time.
We get our first look at Evan Darheim.
Good shot, Evan.
As his rock just slips to the back 8 foot.
How much can you see? How much can you see? Three-quarters! How much? 390.
First look at the U18s here this weekend. I think the key to the game here for both teams will be to
still probably like a 4
adjust well to the speed. We've seen on the U21 side already, many of the teams struggling to adjust to how quick the ice is. And as we move to the younger divisions, it'll be even that much more important to keep the communication up. Make those adjustments. Use your sweepers. As this hit attempt by MacDougall is just a little bit wide, we'll remove one of the red stones.
He started really tight. We killed our guard. Well, you might have also been a tad wide. I don't know, but I didn't mind it.
No. The only issue is if you ever nick that.
Darheim, second opportunity here to draw this around the guard.
Yeah,
That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
oh,
Got a curl. Whoa.
that should be like back 12.
Good shot.
Gets a little bit better on the line, gets it buried. It does slip
You're good. I don't know if there's a point.
almost to the back 8 foot once
No,
again.
just run it. Okay, you're running across them. Yeah.
Options here with that rock slipping a bit too deep. Red is
Clean
sitting
release,
2.
Nathan.
Could follow them down with a draw on either side. I do really like this call.
Clean release, you got this.
Suggested down the sheet by Thomas Del Conte. Make sure to keep, especially early in these games, make sure you want to keep the game close at worst. So by playing this run back, even if you don't make the run back, you'll likely peel it out, keep the front open, and give yourself an opportunity to not incur too much risk early in this game and find yourself behind if you ever miss your last shot. So open it up.
I think because
Keep things a little bit
since we're
simpler.
third shot, if you want to bring both into play,
Wait
we
for
had
like a 3 or
mistakes
4.
by your opponent and just try to capitalize on them.
If we're second, maybe a difference.
We're just gonna be chasing them.
Yeah, but one missing to double to two.
Mine's
Our first
good.
look here at Jacob Loose.
Got curl. Dang it.
3 now.
That rock slipping in quite deep to the back four,
Nose!
but we'll leave a nose double here for Thomas Del Conte. As mentioned, Evan MacDougall not
Normal.
able
Thank
to
you.
play with the team last year. Was Thomas Del Conte stepping up to take the skipping role and winning the U18
Oh,
division
shit.
last year?
Oops. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
This rock not close out of his hand. Got a little bit tight of the broom. Lots of sweepings.
Okay, that worked.
God, clean
Good
it.
call by
Yeah,
Evan
you know,
MacDougall
even
there on the
slower.
sweep to at least make a double, but does roll out.
I think I slipped too fast, but then
To me, it looked like he
held
turned
on
it
to
in,
it for a
but
while.
that can look like a pick, or a pick.
Okay, we're gonna just try and go slower.
If it happened in the same.
Sir, I slipped
What?
Both of them, yeah.
The first one
It is straight here. It's really straight. You can't really
Light
step
extension. Mine's good. Easy. Easy.
No, it didn't feel right in my hand.
They haven't had a
Right here.
Got curl.
I don't know. It just didn't feel right in my hand.
Curl.
Might have been me. I don't know, but. Hey, I got a double.
Good shot.
Here, clean this area.
Bit of an adjustment by Jacob there.
Okay.
Still a little bit deeper than they would have liked.
Dude, I'm
Slips
just
into
too
the
heavy.
top 8 foot to sit 2.
Nose.
Double opportunity here for
Yeah.
Thomas
Tolerance
Del Conte
wide!
once again. See if
Yeah.
he can make the adjustment
Mine
from that
just-
last stone. They are choosing the other
That
turn.
was all right.
Because everyone's full
We have seen with that outturn the right side of the sheet as we look at it. That Thomas threw on his first one does curl a little bit more. This one should be a little more gradual.
Shoot. Shoot.
Hard piece.
Possibly a bit of an over adjustment there by Thomas. Gets it out wide, just
Pop
touches
it.
the
Do
red
the
stone
same thing,
over.
I think, like
Does
right
not
here.
remove it from play, and
I don't really
the
like
Americans
coming up here
continue
because
to
I get
sit
hit
two
and roll
here in the
behind
first
it.
end.
I'd rather just have one in the top. Like, yeah.
Edgy.
A little more.
First one, I think there's.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, no. I don't know. Just felt weird.
It's probably picked in your head.
8.
At least you hit something, though.
Yeah, but then it just felt
Possibly
different in
got
my
caught
hand,
on
that's
those
why.
2 throws by Thomas. They said might have picked out of his
Yeah,
hand on
that's
his
pretty
first
often.
one.
It's
That's
open
why
and
it
they've been
curled so
heavy.
much. Might have been a little bit soft as
So
well.
they'll be a double.
We probably overcompensated. Just made sure to get it out to or maybe just wide of the broom.
Wait a
Unfortunately,
moment.
just
Wait a
a
moment.
little too much, and it didn't come back for him on that straighter side. First throw here by the American skip, Peyton Marcin, out of Bowling Green, Ohio. Thomas going to try and sweep this out the back of the rings, and he does.
Just off
So
and
another
off. Pretty
opportunity
straight,
at a
dude.
double
Give me
here
edge
for
rock.
Evan MacDougall.
A little too much spike on that. I want to fix them. What's too spicy?
See if he can improve on Thomas's attempts and try to bring that second
Yeah.
yellow rock into play. Don't need to make the double at this point. A hit and roll
Here.
on top or even a nose hit will force the Americans to at least have to play that stone rather than having an open draw somewhere to sit to. So make sure you stick around is job number 1. If you can get the double, that's great.
Not like I was just reading.
Straight. Whoa, straight. Whoa, straight. Straight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Very close with the line call.
Whoa, straight. Shot.
And nicely done there by Evan MacDougall. His first rock in this game. Clears out both redstones, rolls a little bit to the outside to sit to. And barring a fantastic hit and roll here by Peyton Marcin,
I
likely
think
going to be
all the way up
a
in there.
score of 2 here to start
Going
the game
control.
Right at the end.
for the squad out of
That's-
Hamilton.
Right at, it's like hogleg. Yeah.
I was worried. I was worried you were cutting it too close.
I mean,
You stuck around.
you
That's
had
good.
recorded this back.
Roll
Yeah,
towards
it's
the
not very
center.
much, Thomas. You can afford to hit that pretty thick. The rock.
If you can roll it all the way behind the guards on the outside.
Hogleg, you're hitting like half of that redder.
But I don't think.
Scratch the ice. 60.
Peyton Marcin's second attempt here in the first.
Got curl! Hard curl!
This one a little bit full of the stick. Ends up removing the yellow stone
Evan!
and rolling out. So
Like 15
open draw to the paint
Okay.
here for Evan MacDougall. Hit the house for your second point and a great start to this game.
58, I think. It's pretty quick. That was normal. So you got the hit. That was all that really mattered.
Well, 17 was yesterday.
But you threw normal.
Yeah, you should be able to get
No,
through.
you can roll. It was like a 7-3.
I just won't be hacked.
Nathan Jewell and William Jewell on the broom here. We'll try to navigate this stone into
Anywhere in the house.
These are
Anywhere in the
nice shots
house.
to have in the, especially at the start of the game. Really no pressure
Anywhere
on
in
the
the
skip.
house,
Make
guys.
sure you're able to hit the paint.
Just clean
Give your
it. Run
sweepers
it.
the opportunity to judge it. Would still be nice to
15-3. It's not heavy.
watch a rock to the forefoot or the button, get a feel for that speed for
15-3.
later in the game.
Two.
And nicely
Hey, you
done
win
right
the hat.
down onto the button for his second point. After the first
Yeah,
end, it'll
so
be
throw it.
2-0
I'll
for
throw it.
Team MacDougall.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
3, top 12. 3, top 12.
And we're back
Top
to the
eight.
pickup play here in the second end after beautiful
Go,
first
head
end
down,
there
head down.
by Team MacDougall, scoring
down.
their 2 points to take control of this game early.
Top 4. Oh my
Americans
God.
actually found
Guess what his
themselves in a
time was?
great position after
16.
second stones in that end.
16-6. Yo, this is fast.
And a fortunate
16.
double
Yeah,
by
I'm probably
Thomas
gonna need to hold it.
Evan, you
Del
draw was
Conte,
15
even
for
after a
your control.
fortunate double by Thomas Del Conte for
yeah,
the
we did.
MacDougall squad. The
Yes!
Americans still had good chances, but
Hard!
threw a draw through the rings, had another guard slip in deep and gave
I didn't have very
MacDougall
much
just one
rotation.
too many chances at a double. And Evan made no mistake on his first one, removing both stones and going on to score the deuce. And after a good draw there by William Jewell on his first, the Americans
wide.
elect to hit
Thomas
it,
is rough.
taking a more conservative
12.
approach to this second end.
Top
I'd
8.
love to see them toss up a corner guard.
Top
Or on the
4.
second
Top
one at the
12.
very least. You're not going to get too many chances to score multiple points by hitting that first stone, especially at this level.
16-6.
Another great draw there by William Jewell to the
Let's try
top
it.
forefoot.
Same way.
Team Marcin electing to hit
Yeah,
this
both of them
stone.
went, like to the millisecond.
Top four.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
They swept the first
Yeah.
one.
They
Yeah.
are a little spooked by giving up
Whoa.
2 in the first end, but by hitting these both of these rocks, you're really not giving yourself a good chance to score 2 and tie up the game. It is still early, lots of game to play, but
Yeah.
I'd love to see maybe a bit more of an aggressive approach from them moving on.
Good shot.
Oops.
This is now just a
Second
game
set.
of open hits,
Normal.
and you're banking on a pretty big miss by the MacDougall squad if you want to get a multiple score here in the second end. But perhaps it was the game plan after giving up 2 in the first to calm things down a bit, get maybe a better feel for the ice, play a bit more of a wide open end, burn out a blank, and go for it a bit harder later.
Would you rather come from this way or this way? All right, let's control.
Less is better than more.
I'll give you one time.
We're good.
It's a little wide. Gotta curl a lot.
This rock has some curling to do.
Whoa.
Jacob Loose trying to
Okay,
work it
throw
over
like
there, but
16
just a
times.
little wide out of the
It's like
hand and
16.
doesn't really have the chance to curl up. So now
No.
free chance for Team MacDougall's second, Nathan Jewell, to split the rings here.
I think we should have done the freeze, but we should have done the freeze.
And Peyton Marcin's team probably
Thank
wishing
you.
that they had thrown up
Oh,
a
what?
Felt pretty
a
good.
guard somewhere
Off,
now.
off. It's fine. We'll have you.
Give
Can't
you a
touch
chance
it.
to maybe sink a draw somewhere and get out of trouble.
Oh,
But
well.
now if Nathan Jewell's able to split the rings,
It's
gonna
all
look
you,
like
it's
a
all
very
weight.
good force opportunity
Okay,
for them
15-9.
here in the second.
Nice and even. Get it to the T line. Okay, so it's slower there.
15-9.
Inside out, 15-9, yeah.
Just hit and stick. Control.
Oh, it's not even. It's not even.
Good weight. Same as last time.
Good. Whoa. Good shot.
Okay.
Pretty good result there by Evan Dorheim. Removes the Yellowstone, able to hang on in a very tricky spot way
straight in.
over on the side of the rings.
Control.
These rocks are sometimes very difficult to, not to remove, but to make sure
Oh!
that you stick around on with your
Oh.
shooter.
Curl. Hard to stay.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Flicked it again.
Yikes.
Thomas Del Conte
Hit and stick.
continues his struggles with those hits early in this game.
Control.
Saw a flash by him last end.
Stayed in the same line. You actually rolled a smidge that way.
Evan.
Evan.
Hard.
Hard, Evan.
Hard all the way. Hard. Yes, yes. Hard.
Okay, no.
Who's wasting no opportunity, removes that Yellowstone. Sticks around in the rings, but does roll pretty close to the center line, so
Half the rock is good.
fairly far apart. Kind of a tricky
That's what we're calling.
double,
Good sweep,
but it
Evan.
is there. About a half rock. You could hit this a little bit thick. Your tolerance is to be a little bit tight and roll towards the center line.
Whoa, curl! Straight! Whoa, curl!
Curl. Oh, curl.
Needs to work up. Gets
Come
one.
on.
Gets two.
Dang.
Spins up to the other side of the 12-foot.
That was an unfortunate shot, but a really
Excellent
good shot.
bounce back shot there by Thomas Del Conte. Removes
Set.
both red stones and rolls the shooter to
Hey, yo, it's over curl
tricky
there.
spot once again. We've seen this side of the sheet. Curls that little bit more. It's essentially the same shot Jacob played on his first one, though, so he
Yep,
should be
Evan.
close.
Look at that. I hit her on
Evan!
there. One to your side.
Hard,
Hard all the way.
hard, Evan, all the way!
Yes. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Control. No one put the in there.
So now after all
Good
that work
sweep,
back
yep.
and forth, just one rock in the rings here in the second.
Making sure
As we
Evan
see a
gets his
flash
money.
by other team, likely progressing towards a blank.
A little more.
Yeah, he made up for it. Control.
Straight.
Just
Whoa.
clean, clean,
Whoa.
clean.
Off man. No. Curl. Whoa. No.
I got
Clean.
this.
Clean. Curl. Clean. He's fine.
And MacDougall hits that red stone. Close to the nose, sticks around.
And roll in the back corner over here.
We don't want to hit too
And this
much
blank
off
opportunity
nose.
really played for directly from the start by Team Marcin. Electing to hit those two rocks that were tossed into the rings by William Jewell. We'll see if they're maybe willing to play a bit more aggressively come the third end.
Set up.
Really try to play to get themselves
Just
back closer to a tie game after giving up two in the first.
there. But against some of those guys.
Got curl. Hard jack. Whoa. 11 hog tog.
They could have you across.
Off, curl. Hard to stay.
Do we take? Well, we have hammer and even. Do we take one or do we blank?
I'm fine either way.
Time out, find out. Or
Looks like
Evan.
after
Sure.
rolling out there on Evan's
Or-
shot,
Love
the
it.
Americans are discussing whether to take one or to
you
blank.
guys want blank or take one?
Given the choice, the blank is almost always the better option.
Let me just.
You ask them. I'll hold
Yeah, I
the
know,
broom
line
for
was
either
perfect.
way.
Do you think we should blank or take one?
That's okay.
Blank.
I don't mind that.
Blank.
And it sounds like they eventually come to the right decision to go for the blank. Jacob holding the broom in possibly the one place where a blank throw may not end up with a blank with that yellow rock behind him, but Peyton careful enough with this throw.
Yep, blank. Here, I got
Throws it around the edge of the forefoot, throws it through. It is a blank end. After 2 ends, it is 2-0 for Team Evan MacDougall, and Peyton Marcin. Will see if they're maybe.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And it's the choice of champions.
One. Me too. 1, 1, 2, 1. Straight. Hard. Switch.
And picking up with the start of this third end here. William Jewell, the lead for Team Evan MacDougall.
I don't know who authorized
Play by
this.
MacDougall after that last end. Seeing
Shot.
that Team Marcin was fairly unwilling
So
to
good.
take too much risk or put too many rocks in play.
Are we drawing?
Perhaps if they're uncomfortable with it, you might as well force them into it yourself. Toss up the center guard.
Win! 8-9.
Try to put some pressure on the other team and
plus.
hopefully get a first.
Oh yeah, it's
this end.
heavy.
Got a curl.
Easy.
Oh, you're singing a song.
It's curling. It's moving. It's over.
Good shot.
And a pretty good
thought
start
you
there
said that
by
was
the
heavy.
American League's lead, Zach Meyer.
That was perfect.
A very nice draw there to the top of the forefoot, buried.
I don't know.
Does overcurl touch, so exposes that red stone a little bit out the other side.
3.
Nathan,
Straight. 3. Straight. Hard straight. 3. Top 12.
switch.
Mark. Head down.
Get in here, guys.
Oh shit, you good?
Get in here, guys. Hard. You got it. Walk it on. Hard. Walk it on. Hard. You're getting into feel my hand. Yeah,
And
for the
William
game.
Jewell not wanting to
Two
be
rock
outdone
off
with a
you,
very
hustled
good
my
shot
hand.
of his
Good.
own.
Like my left hand
Doesn't
gets
quite get
total.
it to
I mean,
Rosen, but very close.
draw
Full
again.
top 8. Definitely usable for the MacDougall team later this
Good weight.
end.
This is slower.
Peyton Marcin asking his lead to draw around that
Let's
situation,
go!
try to get a rock buried
Flash.
closer to the button.
Five.
Even if you get to the button, likely not going to
Yes,
curl enough to get fully buried.
15-5.
So you could be back 4, possibly
All the way. Yeah.
3/4 buried, which would be good.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh,
This one just over curling a little bit, touches that yellow stone, moves it to pretty much frozen on the red rock, but red does sit 2 at the moment.
nosing is pretty good.
Not
maybe a little
quite
later roll.
double on those red rocks yet.
Forward.
You could get away with a nose hit for the time being. Then if the Americans nose right back, then you might have some kind of double.
Curl.
Whoa, straight.
Whoa.
Whoa. Straight.
Wait, middle down. Forward.
Line very close here. They seem to like it. Will get a
pretty-
little
yeah,
bit
that's
of a
good.
flop in. Does just touch that red stone over. Likely the best that you could do.
Just come tap this back.
Maybe
with, like,
With a little bit more
in
weight
the
push
control
that
back
red further out into the open, but still a great result there by Nathan Jewell. So it'll be the American second. Evan
Positional wise.
Dauerheim's
We have
chance now. Remove this yellow rock from play. You'd love to roll out to the side 8 for the time being. Even if you're not sitting 2, that's still okay. This one a little tight out of the hand, though. Going to be all over that guard.
I'd like to replace it, but I think we have to do
Unfortunate
that.
result there for the Americans. Could hit that yellow-red combination
I'd like to replace the guard, but what do you think?
That wasn't for good thing.
Don't mind a guard at all either.
I don't know. What do you like?
Situation's so good for Team MacDougall at the
guard
moment. The
here?
guard isn't the
Yeah,
worst
guard that
outcome. Would
yellow.
love to play it on the left side of the
I like
center
that.
line. Yep, right where Evan is
No, we
tapping
guard,
his broom.
no, but we guard this yellow.
3, make it
have
tight.
nothing on that side, we have nothing on this side.
Try to leave that yellow-red combination exposed so that you could still play the nose hit later if the Americans don't end up peeling the guard away while still protecting your rock in the top 4.
Oh, 3! 3! 3!
Thomas's rock.
It's all there.
When
3,
maybe
top
looks a
12,
touch
3!
tight out of the hand,
3.
but should be close.
3!
Let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop.
Okay, leave it.
It's over curling.
We want to guard this yellow. Set.
Great guard.
It's not bad.
Does
No, it's not
overcurl.
bad. Well,
Try again.
Guards the wrong side of that center line.
No,
they
It's
wanted.
really close.
Give him a little more ice than
Failed
last
for the
time.
Americans.
Yeah. It was the right call.
yeah, because they
They
have
have
nothing.
nothing something with that, and then they.
Plus the hit and roll, I'll have a double
Getting
back.
that now would have been a
Get hard. Hard all the way. Yep. Whoa. Get hard. Hard. Okay, Carl, now
He's putting
there.
in a lot of work on this stone, holding it straight.
Good shot.
We'll get it by. They make contact, roll out to the side 12 foot, so pretty good result there.
Oh,
See those yellow reds?
man. I think Evan's getting back at me for yesterday.
No.
You can
You like
pretty
running
much
that?
take a risk
Yeah.
go at this run back here. That yellow
You can even do that
is
too.
pretty close to
Get a
frozen.
little high side. That's great.
Not a lot of spots you can hit it where it's going to end up hurting you.
Might space them out a
Even
little
if you
bit.
happen to run it by, miss that yellow
Wait.
red
One hand.
combo, you're still looking pretty okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, curl.
That one.
Might get a plan
Straight.
B here. Try to
No,
run the guard into the rock over side 8.
Ah.
It's a bit
Yeah.
too thin for that even. Thomas made a really nice double in that second end, but
the worst thing.
otherwise seems to
He's
be
really
struggling with
Having a
getting
problem with his out turns.
the line in the
No,
right
he's
spot
flicking
for
Easy
those
on the
shots.
cold hand. Easy,
Yeah.
boy.
I guess both turns.
Sometimes best thing you can do in
Do
that
it, Ty.
situation is just go down, talk to your skip, see what they're, ask them what they're seeing. Whether it's a release
know what you're asking.
issue or a line of delivery issue.
My guard, that curled a lot. Was I tight?
Possibly
I
an
know
early
here.
timeout call in this game by the Americans. They're going to call out their coach, ask him, and we'll tune in to see what he has to say about the situation.
I guess we have to get rid of that yellow, I feel like, but.
Well, I think the only thing I see is the low weight.
I think that we need to get rid of the yellow one.
Did you like the guard?
Yeah.
I like guarding the one on the left. I think we were shot.
If we guard
I-
they have nothing.
Thing is, like, you make that guard, they have equally as nothing as if you hit it.
Very gently, maybe like back 4.
That's true. That would have been a really
Yeah.
We're still okay.
Just to get out of there and then make them make a shot.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're good at making shots, but yeah, you know, a dead freeze is fine, or just nudge it a little bit and keep your rock in front of the yellow. Makes it very complicated for him.
Okay.
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 All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we we're able to hear a bit of the discussion there between Peyton Marcin and his coach.
I don't know
Sounds
which.
like the decision was maybe to come down and just tap this combination a little bit.
I like the freeze a little better.
And come down.
What if we come from the other side so that we can maybe tap?
Back 8 weight.
If I'm heavy.
Just off nose.
What? Or do you like the other side?
On the opposite side of the center line.
Okay, cool.
Try to stay on top of that yellow stone. Unlock it from that back red one, but keep an angle where
It should be a pretty
your
down.
red-yellow combination now doesn't continue to angle back.
Really
onto
got
one
curl.
that's in the
Curl a
box.
lot.
This one out quite wide of the broom out of the hand. Needs to do some curling. The weight seems okay for what they were looking for. Maybe a little heavy as well.
He was a little wide and heavy.
Ends up slipping through. Weight. It's definitely maybe a couple more feet than they wanted, but would have done the job if the line was right and they got up to the nose of that yellow stone.
My bad.
Now the open opportunity for the hit. This is the spot where Thomas had that flash in the first end,
I
so
think I
we'll
was
see if
gave it
he's
too
able
much
to
weight,
adjust his throw. Looks like he has. He's going to be a lot closer here. Love to get the double if you can. Gets one. Rolls over the top of the second stone, so there's a bit of a miss on the sweep call. Overcurl just a touch, misses that second rock for the double.
What? Killing still.
Now the open chance
Control?
here for the Americans to remove this yellow stone and sit two.
Okay.
The opportunity to possibly get a tie game back after 3 ends.
Snap!
Yeah!
Whoa! Ah!
Woo! Woo!
It looks good. No roll.
Oh,
please
dang
don't
it.
go.
And just an unfortunate miss there by Jacob Luce. You don't get
Not
too
bad,
many
you got it.
chances to score multiple points in a game, and that might have let one of them slip away. I think maybe a bit more weight than
Sorry.
I would have expected for that kind of shot.
Spicy
As you
today.
get older
Yeah,
and become more experienced, you learn that the less weight you
I
can
think if
throw
it
on
hit more
those
nodes, it would have been
takeouts,
fine.
the better.
But
It gives you more control over the line with your sweepers. As long as you're going to be close enough to the broom, throwing less weight just gives you less opportunities to hit and roll out like that. MacDougall now going to try to capitalize on that miss, remove this yellow stone, push towards another blank.
Let's just draw as far over here as we can.
Good center line?
On the edge of the button. I want it to be way.
Is that wide?
No, just less ice.
Pardon?
Just less ice.
Less ice? Okay. It looked like it fell.
Yeah.
Draw to the edge of the house over there. Right. I'll try and slow it down.
Wait only. And. Whoa, whoa, don't curl. Don't curl. It'll be fine. No, no, no.
Setting it up.
A little more than center.
Pretty good draw there by Peyton on his first stone.
I'm just going to throw normal again, because I just did.
Good shot.
On those hits. like Evan played on his first one, that you stick around.
It's pretty straight here.
It may not seem like a very big deal. This end's probably progressing towards a blank either way, whether you stick around or hit and roll out. But by hitting and rolling out, you give Peyton a free chance at a draw. And you never know when those free chances are going to end up paying dividends later in the game if Peyton needs to make a draw against a couple or for some extra points. Now Evan's second stone will try to remove this rock. Would love to stick around and make Peyton throw at it. Nathan Jewell on this right out of his hand, though.
Off.
Stick around. He'll roll to the other side of the center line.
And try and roll out.
Back of the 12-foot.
Pat him
Blank
back.
chance here.
No, I'm kidding.
Another blank chance for the Americans.
Okay,
They sit down.
you're a center up. You're a center up. I just maybe a little more on the left side.
Really is down.
Back curl.
Spanking again, I guess.
Jack. Jack.
It's not flashing, is he?
Final rock here in the third.
Whoa.
All right.
Gotta roll out.
To make contact, we'll remove the yellow stone, begin to roll, and
Yeah.
will roll out of the house, so it will be a blank end. For the second end in a row, the score will remain the same. It is
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Welcome to the Briar. I'm kidding, we're not the Briar.
Yeah, sure hope not.
Nor should we be.
1, 2, 1.
Count it.
1. 1. Mark.
And we're back once again. My name is Matthew Hall, bringing you all the live action here from the Oshawa Curling Club and the World Financial Group
Touch the center
Canadian
line.
Junior Cup.
Yo, he almost fogged the rock on this side.
That will.
Dang.
Team MacDougall once again will try to defend their 2-point lead, but the Americans out of Bowling Green, Ohio have the hammer. Another center guard up
Center up.
by William Jewell to start the game, start the end here.
It's a little wide.
We're good.
I like this
I gave like instant
strategy. They got themselves into a good position last time with nice freeze and a couple good hits.
You can probably
Get away
Yeah.
from them
Looks
little
left.
bit.
Way down, 3,
From their vices.
2.
Can't fault the strategy.
Yep,
so
all the way. Try
stay
and get a
with it.
fighter.
Just try to execute that little.
No,
bit
there's
better
no
as you
chance you
progress
can fight her.
forward in the game. Zach Meyer coming up a bit light on that come around attempt. Very unfortunate miss for them. Gives the MacDougall team a second center guard, and if William Jewell, can make this come around to the top of the 4-foot, they'll find themselves in an
Top
great,
8, top 4.
excellent position
Mark.
early on.
Top 4. Maybe low light. Top 12. Oh, jeez.
Let's get it by both
fine.
guards. Great
Where's
sweeping
the
there
weight?
by the pair
You didn't
of
hear us?
Nathan
Then
Jewell
why are
and
we
Thomas
sleeping?
Del
For what?
Conte. Gets it
This is fun.
at least
Playing
to the
all of our
top
ducks in
12.
a row.
Not quite as far as they would have liked, but does the job for the time being. There is room to get around all these stones, though, to the top of the button. Buried.
Mine's good.
Zach Meyer will try to do.
4, 5.
4-5.
Hard curl. Yep, all the way.
Hard in.
Hard.
Hey, we have rock
Hard
tape
all
on
the
it.
way. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
People at home won't be bored now.
Good
Excellent
shot.
attempt there by Team Marcin. Doesn't quite get it buried. Excellent weight. This is accessible for Team MacDougall.
You can't.
But should be
How much
something
weight did he say?
the Americans can work off of moving forward. They'll likely get another chance to throw that draw at some point. So if you can remember where Zach threw that stone, you can adjust the broom to try and get that little bit extra curl.
Hack, boy! Straight. Whoa!
Del Conte
Clean.
on the inside, trying to hold this stone.
It's really good.
Seems to be close. Will be close to these guards, but
Holy
just gets it by the one top 12. Removes the
I
red stone
love
on the
Kaiser
nose.
Close.
Very aggressive line call there by Evan MacDougall, but it pays off.
And roll over.
Now lots of pressure
Good line call.
on the Americans.
Rough kind of close.
Throwing against two stones. Need to be very careful. Need to remove this stone in the forefoot and stick around.
Yep.
Love to stick around for shot over on the side.
Hard all the way.
Man, this one a bit tight.
Yes, hard. You got it.
Loose on the inside.
Hard. 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 Yes, yes,
Gets
yes.
it by
yes.
1, 2, 3, and will make contact. And just as I said, hit and rolls
Good
over
shot.
to the side of the 8-foot as far as you can while still being shot. So now Team MacDougall really no choice but to hit this red stone. It'll either likely come down to which team is able to
you
make
do that, you're
the
behind the
ball
tee
behind
line.
centers first.
So,
Are you
and
getting
if he
back
knows,
at
that
me?
means you're
Are
hitting
you-
roll.
Team Marcin
Are you
may
getting
elect
back
to
at
Go
more
me?
big!
I did to you.
rocks in play and just play the
If
straight
you want to
draw
stay above the
carry.
tee, you got to throw like normal and hit 3/4. Can't do that. Yeah, like you got to keep things
Yeah,
in
like
the middle.
On
If
a
we
really
roll a
useful
tee line, they
it's imperative
freeze.
for both teams.
Yeah, I
that
know.
you
If you roll a
stick
tee, they
around.
freeze when they're supports.
Less so for the MacDougall squad. If they were to hit and roll out,
It's normal.
you still have that rock buried behind two guards at the top of the 12-foot, but they'd love to stick around and keep
Peel.
that extra point of
Close.
pressure on
Straight.
Team Marcin
Straight.
moving
Straight.
forward.
Hard. Hard straight. Whoa. Whoa. Curl.
Jules' second rock at the end.
Ah, it fell. Okay.
Quite a bit of weight.
Honestly,
for that
do we
kind of
just
shot.
peel the middle?
Looked like
When you
almost
throw
like
that
a
much
berm
weight,
or
it's like a bit of
Are you getting
weight
back
for
at
an
me
open
for what I
hit.
did to you?
Yep.
Thought that
I like to run so
was
much.
maybe a bit
It's like
excessive
feeling
and
it wasn't
ends
bad.
up not curling enough. Hits and rolls
So we can
out.
now draw
Make
out.
sure it's accurate.
Yep. Yes, hard. Yep, yep. Try and roll it out. Okay, it's good. Never mind.
Team
That's
Marcin,
good shot.
A fairly smart call, recognizing that they're not
Or we
in a
can
very
replace
good
it.
position right now.
Either or.
Yellowstone buried top 12.
I'm
Really
95%
no corner
sure.
guards to go around.
I
could
said
like
play
replacing it or
that
drawing?
center.
Pulling
Drawing.
That's how you
it
find
out.
yourself in trouble a
Pulling
lot
it.
of the times without the hammer. If they didn't make it perfect, Team MacDougall could
Tolerance
fall
light.
them down, freeze, buried behind those rocks, or just sink another one on the other side. So peeling out those rocks gives you the opportunity. Now there's maybe a chance for a run back later in the end, or a chance to continue peeling. Make sure at the end of the day you have a fairly simple shot for one.
Top 4, guys.
Still plenty of game left to play. If you get forced here, if you're Team Marcin, it's not the end of the world, but giving up a
Nathan's rock.
steal
Nathan's rock.
would be a very dire situation.
How deep are we? Okay, right here. Tolerance was light.
Del Conte, fair bit heavy, will slip
All right.
out the back of the rings. Really the first draw attempt for him in this game. So with how the speed of the ice has been this weekend, maybe not quite surprising that he ended up a little bit heavy
Run
there.
back left.
Your hacker is awesome.
Marcin will continue to try and peel. Would love to get out of this end with a blank after the way it was setting up.
Evan.
He slid on like this side of the center and flipped it out.
Hard! Hard all the way! Yes! 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 Hard! That's all right.
You like the tap or do you like the guard? I don't like drawing. Do you like the tap? No, guard. Guard, kick.
Yes. You know, if you flick a little harder.
Nah, because then they blank.
Short
They can blank.
discussion there by Team MacDougall on whether or
And
not
if
to
they
play the
don't,
tap
then
or
we
the guard.
should.
Either shot is probably fine, but with the tap, you need to
Offside.
move the rock quite a bit, give it lots of space to make the double
Just the
tough
two,
as possible.
guys. Just the
It's a
two.
little bit easier to throw this guard to get it in a good spot. Even
Just
if you
the
only
two.
end up, say, half
Keep going.
burying the
Keep going.
shot stone, at least then you
Curl.
have a center guard up.
Whoa,
Team
whoa, whoa,
Marcin
whoa.
were ever able to remove it and possibly roll
Shot.
out, then you could just throw
Oh, we overdid
another
it.
draw
Okay,
around
now
it.
we blank.
I like this call. I like that call.
So anyway, I start blasting.
Slips maybe a little bit deeper than they would have liked. There's definitely a double opportunity here for the Americans.
So we take them out or draw around?
Do I just float up?
Like the draws. Oh. This is
No, I was thinking of tap.
No, I know. No, I'm saying his draw. Oh, his draw.
I'm pretty good on time.
That might be quite safe to feel.
Whoa!
Nice wide.
Got a curl! Just get the top.
Hang it.
Do you want to tap now or on my last?
Full of
Go
the stick
close,
there,
but
Jake.
no dice.
Loose, removes the
my
guard.
last, right? Needs guard,
closes
right?
the
High
shot
guard.
stone.
Or low, actually low guard. Yeah, but if you ever guard and you're like half open or whatever, you draw around.
Getting
I feel
a
like
little bit
that's
later
almost
in
the
the
same
end,
as just
so
doing that, but you're sitting two.
that much more
Yeah.
important that
Okay,
the
back
guard is
forth.
placed
Yeah.
correctly. As you get later in the end, you don't
Evan.
mind playing into the house a little bit
okay.
more, so it looks like they might
Yeah, I
play
like
the
straight
tap
back,
here
though.
instead.
I know.
If you ever didn't make the guard
Back forth.
and Team Marcin was able to remove the
No,
stone
it's back
from play, you only have one opportunity then to get around the
Guard is
guard.
going to be the same amount of distance as
If Team
the tap.
Marcin sticks around and forces you to hit their
I think we
stone,
really
then
should.
fairly unlikely that you'll get one
Listen to what I
buried. So you
just
don't
said.
mind playing into the rings. Team Marcin has
The same
one
amount of
less
distance between the rocks.
one fewer
If we guard,
opportunity now to make a double than they did before.
I might need to throw on my sweatshirt after this one.
Once again, it's important that you get lots of separation on these two stones.
Less.
Could have just chosen as well to just draw to either side of the rings to keep lots of separation
Where?
between the two stones. Probably a bit
Where?
less likely
Go.
you get a steal that way.
Where? Okay, straight. Straight. Straight.
So they're taking a little bit more risk here, but to try and get a better
Straight.
result.
Oh!
It's pretty close.
Oh!
Nathan Jewell on the inside
Clean,
trying to
clean,
hold the line. Comes up to nose. He
shot.
makes the tap to the top of the button. About as good as you could ask for there by Evan
We on it
MacDougall.
straight too long. It's not
Sitting
absolutely.
two with a rock on the
I
button.
don't know.
And
Let's see.
the Americans are
How
gonna
much
be
the next
pretty
one can you
much
see?
forced to make a double
I think
here.
we
You
just
would
did a
think.
double.
I don't think they can see enough of that stone on the top of the button to make
And that's the
a
same amount of distance between the rocks. and these
lightweight
rocks, but we're
takeout.
sitting two. So I like guarding on line because, like, if they ever go 100, you had two shots. to
Try
make
and nose it.
Whereas if you guard on yours, they draw under, and you have one shot. If you miss, it's go two.
Needed control.
It's dead nose.
No, it hit it a little left.
Yeah, even if it was a quarter open, it would be fine.
Back curl!
First attempt here by Peyton Marcin.
See, Thomas, if
In the
we would have
left end,
straight
looking to
nosed
make
it,
a double and get out of trouble. He
that would have stuck.
makes contact with both
So
And the second yellow does spin out, so an excellent shot there
Is that even in? Yeah,
by Marcin. Removes both yellows.
I'll try to get the.
Difficult to tell
know
if that
this side,
redstone
Evan.
is in the rings at the
I like this
top.
side. Because that
Evan
comes in play.
MacDougall
Yeah,
looks
but
like
do you
he's
know
going to
this side?
try to
Yeah.
play the
Okay.
takeout,
Okay.
so seems like he thinks that redstone is in. Even if it wasn't in, this wouldn't necessarily be a wrong call. You'd be worried about the Americans possibly splitting that rock into the rings for two.
We didn't want it to, because then he could have dropped.
Although I'd expect to see him playing a draw if he thought that draw around it, if he thought that redstone was a guard. So
I can just tap the edge and tap it in and I'm rolling.
I'm going to try and remove this red rock. Would love to get enough of a roll over to the side to maybe roll into the rings. It's going to be tricky to do. But even with the no sit, we might be looking at another blank here in the fourth.
Straight! Straight! Whoa! Yes! 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 Yes!
It's very close. It's going to have a chance.
Hard! It's close. Close. Hard. Both you.
Makes contact. The rock starts to spin, but
That wasn't there.
maybe just a bit too much weight to try and make that roll. Need to play that a little bit softer, hit a little bit less of the rock to get a steeper angle to roll down into the rings. Still okay though.
Like half 12 over here.
Gonna get another blank end here, it looks like.
We're just gonna blank again, and I think instead of coming around their center guard, I think I'm gonna try and put up a corner guard and draw around that. We'll see if that works any better than what we need hammers.
You hear the discussion there quickly by Peyton Marcin talking about the next end. They're gonna blank this end. Try to change up the strategy a little bit. Team MacDougall's thrown up a center guard both times the last two ends, and they've tried to draw around it and haven't really been able to get much going. So it sounds like they'll be throwing up a corner to start the back half of the game.
Here, I got it.
But we're going to take a quick commercial break after another blank here in the fourth. It remains a 2-0 lead for Team MacDougall. A 3 blank end.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Goldline's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And is the choice of champions.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Boom. What if we try rock? Yo, I did not think it was possible to harder rock myself.
Field's down, but looks good.
Mine's good.
2.
Wait only.
We're good.
You had to jinx it.
Yeah,
You
2,
said
3.
you don't sweep. You haven't been sweeping a lot this year. You had to jinx it.
4.
I did not think it was
5.
possible.
Here we go.
Really hard! Hard piece! Well! Hard. Come on.
And we're back here, picking up play in the back half of this game.
We know it. Bro, he
Well,
turned
it was
it
the
into
discussion too. Try to, at the end of the last end, to
Take it out.
try to
They
throw up
didn't
a corner
jinx
guard and get a bit more
I don't sweep. I'm the
action
super-
going this end. Looks like we might not be so
We would've known
lucky.
that by now. I don't know. Maybe it was it hit something. I never thought someone could hog on 16-second ice.
Whoa!
First rock by William Jewell this end was hogged, so they removed that from play. Then the attempt by the Americans to throw up the corner guard ended up slipping into the rings.
That's fine.
William Jewell quickly removed
Good
that
job.
stone,
We
hit it
don't
on the
need
nose,
to-
and now after hit and roll out by the Americans, no rocks
No,
in
but
play,
we
and the
kicked
free
the rock
chance
in.
to now toss up a center once again for the team out of the Hamilton Victoria Curling Club. See what Team Marcin decides to do, whether they want to continue playing towards these blanks that they've been getting and walk up and peel the guard, or they will try to push the envelope a little bit and continue to continue and draw around it.
Will, in front of the rock.
Line's great. Line's great. Line's great.
Will, you have to keep in front of the rock.
3 minutes and 3 seconds. Very accurate.
Corner guard.
I'll go with option 3 actually and stick with the plan that they had for this end and toss up the corner guard. Nothing wrong with that. Try to force some play here in the 5th in the back half of this game.
Way down, hogged! It's not getting there!
Hard!
Sweeper's calling out very light out of Evan's hand. We'll see
Whoa,
if they're able to
whoa.
drag it over the hog line.
Hog's better than the second card.
They won't. A second hogged rock this end.
I think now we should just try and use.
Probably slowing down.
Not quite that much.
Well, they just hogged the rock.
We do it. It's slow.
You have a quick discussion there between Evan MacDougall and his front end. Evan, after 2 hogged rocks this end, maybe thinking it's slowing down a bit. The front end, not so sure. Inclined to believe them. Looked like Evan. Looked like Evan Dauerheim and William Jewell, both of those shots were just very
Top 4.
slow
No, top
throws.
8. Head down, head down, head down.
Now a
Head
free
down.
chance to go around the center
Top
guard
eight,
and put some pressure.
Top 8.
Line's good. Thomas's rock. Thomas's rock.
I can't.
We're over curling. 15-8. Never mind.
He wins the hat.
They just hogged the rock too. They just hogged the rock too. That was 15-8.
Just draw.
Okay, the ice is not
That's what
slowing
time
down.
is.
It's just the.
4-2. I'll make a note for Dave right now and then we rewatch this. Tell Will not to do that. Then when we rewatch it, he's gonna hear me say that.
Should be good! 78!
Got a curl. Whoa, got a curl.
Nathan, it's not slow.
Oh,
I haven't slowed down. Just
About a 15-1
because I didn't
on
slow
that
down.
draw.
It's 15-8 speed wise.
Ended up stopping on the T line, which
Yeah,
seems
'cause
to be pretty
I pulled
consistent
back
with
from-
what we've been seeing
Boyd!
That was
for
perfect. Wait,
most of the weekend,
just
especially
like-
out wider on that curlier path. It is a touch slower. Didn't quite end up curling to where they wanted though. This rock fully exposed doesn't get to the freeze that they wanted, so the chance now to play the hit and roll behind the center, sit 2 buried.
Whoa! 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 Curl! Whoa! Curl! Curl! Straight! Straight! Whoa! Whoa! Curl! Whoa! Whoa! Curl!
An
Good.
excellent shot
Yeah, I made
there.
it hit.
Great line call, great throw by Thomas Del Conte. Removes the redstone, gets a little bit of a flop behind the center guard. Now sitting 2 rocks, mostly buried.
Just come here. Control.
One that was just thrown about
Just
2/3 open, but no way to really make a double. Best case scenario here, I think, is to throw
Yeah.
Yes, yes!
Light takeout. Try to get as close to nose as you can. Stay on top of the yellow stone that's going to stay there. This one, maybe a little bit extra weight, a little bit wide, going to roll off and out.
Top 12.
So now another chance at the free
First
draw.
line, Evan. That's out, right? First.
This is out.
It's out.
Don't overlap.
Yeah.
We know this way.
Yeah, this way from light I guard.
Taking the curlier turn here doesn't look like a lot of ice for what we've been seeing most of the time this week. Most people have been taking ice out into the 12-foot. The side does curl a little bit more. You really don't want to overcurl. If anything, you want to leave it this rock slightly exposed on the side that you're throwing.
It's all you guys. Top 12. Always Nathan.
It's always Nathan's. Back 8. Okay, nice.
Curl.
Straight.
Curl.
About 15
yeah.
and a half seconds on this draw.
Hard.
Now it's really starting to curl in.
Whoa, whoa.
It ends up to the full top 8.
56.
I would say probably overcurled just a touch, exposing that shot
in.
stone in the
Back
forefoot,
six.
but does the
It's almost
job,
a
putting
second
some
slower.
extra pressure on Team Marcin.
Yeah.
Now with 2
And
buried
what'd you
stones,
get?
it's crucial that a good shot is made here
There.
Line's
by
good.
Jacob Luce.
Now we're gonna need help curling.
15.65. So it's like a second slower.
Get curl. Fast.
It is still
Curl.
16 seconds or whatever.
Curl. Make it see. Here, shoot this.
Yeah.
Not right now, but okay.
Oh,
You
I
just
touched that by accident.
A little bit heavy there by
yeah,
Jacob.
hit
Ends up
this when he was sweeping. Yeah.
rolling off, which wouldn't be great in of
Evan,
itself, but
yeah, knows
actually
it.
pushes that Yellowstone dead
They can
buried.
do this and set
behind that
second
guard.
shot. Just do this. Sure. Top.
Now at the moment, unless there's a very good run back
Like,
by Peyton Marcin,
I think we're shot 2.
doesn't really look like there's a way to score.
Might as well. This will force them. This is good. So.
I mean, you could try
Tolerance is this.
Probably not play that well, though.
Control.
Electing to hit this redstone over on the wings. It is third shot, and with your 2 Yellowstone dead buried, it's not really required to remove this red rock. If you wanted to be a bit more aggressive, you could try to sink another rock around the center guard. Difficult to know if it would be shot if you drew to the one top 8.
Whoa. Yes. Yes. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it.
This call not wrong at all, though. Removes the redstone, sits 3. Trying to draw around the center would come with some risk, too. If you ever hit and rolled off, left a double, then you're kind of letting Team Marcin off the hook. So there's nothing wrong with taking it easy, removing any sort of risk for the end. Take out that red and move on and force Team Marcin to make something tough.
There. I think that's our best option. Just draw to the four. We're gonna try to freeze to the corner of the yellow.
This is a good force situation. We want to finish with hammer and evens.
Hammer and 6.
We're not great on time. We're okay.
15 minutes for 3 ends.
That should be fine.
That's 5 minutes of that. The pros would leave like 10 minutes for 3 ends.
I can dilly dally as much as I want.
Yeah, you don't need dilly dally.
Enjoying this.
Then if you're light, it's harder for me to get it out.
Curl. Plus right there.
Hard curl.
Bouncing off, right?
Oh.
Looking to try and make a freeze. Weight was pretty much perfect. Just over curled the touch and
Just pick it.
rubbed and rolled off of the top stone.
You need a double where you get to like nose and things.
Stays
like
sitting
that.
beside shot rock, side of the forefoot.
Normal?
Couple options here.
Yeah, any inside roll is terrible.
Yeah. You could try some funny roll stuff, but no. It's below.
To
It's
see
not
without
possible.
the overhead if that red
Well,
is
it's weird. It's
slightly
too much work.
higher than
Yeah, but it's a dumb
the
call.
yellow than an inside roll.
Rolling away. It's a dumb call.
So that red is a little bit lower than the yellow. So I have to agree with
This'll get
Thomas.
us
There's
this
really no
if
way to get a good inside roll where you could spin on top of that yellow stone.
Yeah, just so
And
the
any
referee-
nose hit is just giving more room, more opportunity for Team Marcin to draw down, play a hit and roll, play a double, and get out of this end. So definitely want to hit and roll away on this. Even if you roll out, that's fine. Rolling out is better than nosing and giving Team Marcin a better chance to get out of this end. So play this really aggressively.
Girl,
Why are you
we're
calling
fine.
straight?
We're fine. We're fine. No, we don't.
And that's perfectly fine. That's a
Try
great way to
again.
call that shot.
Everything the same.
Evan, we didn't need to stay.
No reason at all
No,
to
it didn't matter.
really stick that stone
Nah,
around.
let's
If it
play it
did, that's a
We didn't
great
really need to
bonus if
stay.
you hung it over on the side of the 12-foot, but
Same thing.
Yeah, it didn't matter at all.
Because you ever call curl, it takes
that's
off.
fantastic.
Really? With that
And
weight.
now it's
Picked? I don't
an
know.
extremely difficult shot here
Like,
for Peyton
You could've
Marcin,
swung that rock
needing
away.
to come around to
can't
that
be
shot
throwing a
stone
So it's gonna-
with
No, I'm just saying. We didn't need to call
just enough weight to push it back and sit shot. Final rock here in the fifth,
Wait
throwing
on me.
against 3.
Got curl.
Yes, it was fun.
This is the first one.
Wait only. Wait
Whoa,
only.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Three.
3-0.
Now rock just a little too heavy, touches the yellow, rolls off to the back of the 12-foot. It'll be a steal of 3 for the defending U18 champions.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
I called straight because we didn't really need stuff. We need top 4. Top 8! Top 8!
We're picking up
Top
play
12,
once again
guys.
here in the 6th end, as I was
Top
saying
12,
at the end of the
Wait
5th
only.
there.
Light,
Steal
top
of
12.
3 for the
Sweet, pound it, pound it,
defending
pound
Runback
Tight guard,
U18
tight guard.
champions here
Tight guard, hard.
in Oshawa, and looking to
Keep
have a
sweeping.
great start to
Top
this
12 's
event so
fine.
far.
Just gonna go back
Okay,
out
leave
there.
it top 12. Leave it top 12. Leave it.
Sweatshirt.
That end really
I'm putting on-
was all developed by some fantastic
Nice.
shot making by the middle 2
Slow release. I think it's
throwers
slow now.
for Team
Yeah.
MacDougall. Really didn't
You're
look like
old.
that end was going to progress to very much after the lead stones, but Team MacDougall decided to throw up a center guard. And the Americans
weight.
ignored it,
Line's
and
good.
they made
4-5.
a few great draws.
4.
3.
And a fantastic hit and roll behind the center to sit a few buried. Ended up coming out
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
forcing
Just a little bit.
Peyton Marcin into a very difficult shot that he wasn't able to
Whoa.
make, and got a steal of 3.
Whoa.
So now a commanding
shot.
5-0 lead after 5 ends here.
Okay.
And now not a lot of time, only 3 ends remaining for Team Marcin to try to pull this game back. So they have no choice. Toss up the corner guard.
Uh, 3, 2.
Easy, Nathan. Easy.
3. 3. 3.
Over and off.
2.5. Okay, over and off.
Over and
He said
off.
Over and off. Over and off.
Actually, curl. Just a bit. Just a bit. That's good.
Choosing to throw up a center guard after that first
Shot.
one. Bit of an interesting decision. It's well executed, so nothing
Good or bad?
too wrong about it. Generally, with a big lead like this, a lot of teams will elect to throw the second stone into the rings. Your
let's
ideal
try and
situation is that you end up with a rock full top 4 and one either top 8 or top 12 right on top of it, just to try and pull all the play into the rings rather than allowing the other team to
Surprise himself.
toss up guards or play around some corners. Still well executed and a great situation here for Team MacDougall.
Yeah. One. 2.
On edge. Cheap.
Got it. Perfect.
Looks like Team
No, I
Marcin is going to attempt
really
to
wide.
play a freeze
Come around this.
around that rock
Yeah,
onto the
fire
rock
all
in
the
the
way.
top 12.
Okay.
Actually comes up a little bit late
It's all
and
right.
I think it's down to about 15.
throws another
What?
guard.
I think it's down to 15 seconds. Like speed.
Might need a couple of fuels.
What do you like?
It's an interesting situation with a 5-point lead. You don't want
does
to
that
get into
do?
too much of a
Well, I don't
mess.
want to try that.
Guard.
A
Throw
lot of
away.
top junior teams, men's, women's
I
teams
don't
wanna
will
add another
probably
guard
run up
either.
and just
To the
start peeling
house.
some guards.
Just
This is a pretty good situation for Team
That's all time
MacDougall.
out.
I can maybe try understand them wanting to be a bit more
timeout.
aggressive if
Sure,
that rock
yeah.
was in the top 4 foot instead
We
of
can
the top
discuss
12.
those
The issue with that rock being top 12 is
Yeah,
it is in almost some ways another guard that Team Marcin might be able to use later on in the end.
I don't know. I guess.
I'd like to see them walk up and
That's really
start
hard.
getting rid of some of the mess out front. Either try to find a double
Maybe
peel
if
on the
you're light,
reds,
I don't
or
know.
even if you just make sure one of the reds go and roll out, that's fine. They've called a timeout to discuss it with their
That's
coach,
good.
so
If you're
let's
heavy,
tune
though,
in
you're
to see what
screwed.
they have to say.
If we go T-line, then they hit and roll very.
Well, we're not good at tolerances.
You can do a lot more harm here.
And if we go T-line, I don't like that. They just hit and roll under.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the draw's hard. You don't want to throw a guard. I don't like adding more guards.
What if we come around the red this way?
I think we have enough guards.
No, because if you're heavy. Oh, you block it.
I don't want more guards.
No,
I don't mind trying to come around that corner. Sure. Do you want to try that?
Okay, if you understand tolerance.
Okay, unlike you two, I got tolerance.
Well, even if we're here, it's pretty good because that blocks them from drawing that way.
Actually, you don't want to be here. You don't want to kind of overlap.
So you don't like that? Oh, he didn't like this?
He said this? Guard that or guard that?
You want to be here. If you're here, it gets in rolls.
Yeah.
I'm gonna curl fair.
Try and come around. High's really good.
Yeah, sounds good.
No, we know this.
Then I gotta save that.
Tolerance is way light. Tolerance is way light. Like, you could be up here.
No.
It's
Well,
not
if you're
great.
blocking the red, it's not bad. Yeah.
It's like they've decided to play
gonna
the
be frosty.
wide come around on this corner guard.
Thomas!
Not really a
Heavy
shot that was
clean.
on my radar.
Okay.
Okay. Move on.
Seems abnormally aggressive to me, being up 5-0 to play a come around here. Make it really good. It would. I guess it's a good shot, but you're going to be
Heavy clean!
inside 4.
Line's good.
There's lots of opportunity going out
Here's the
wide
way.
into a new path.
Line's great.
Where you're not sure the speed, not sure how much it's going to
Twelve
go.
left.
Lots of opportunity
3.
for things
Let's
to go
get top
wrong.
12. 3. It is in. Guys, the call. Go for the call first. That shot was there. If it's a choose. That was less.
I think we're gonna have to raise.
Just T-wait.
T-wait.
Bit of a misjudge by the
T
sweepers
maybe
there, I
back
think.
8-wait, but
Definitely
no
had
more.
an opportunity
I'm
to stay on
surprised
that
it didn't
most
slow
of the
down
way,
out
get
there.
it, get
You
it
see
to
how
where it
wide
needed
we were?
to be.
I thought it would slow
Still
down.
ended up in a good, okay spot, but again, just leaves this tap for
Whoa!
Team Marcin. Leaves
Oh.
stuff in
Back
play,
line,
leaves a mess
Mac!
out front. Any rocks out front
Oh.
are going to be helping the
What?
Americans
Line's
here.
good.
Being up 5, you should be looking to take out as many rocks as you can. Looks like
It's
the
too heavy.
Americans might do it for them. Pushes that guard through the rings.
See, the thing is,
Now the more you look at it, the more complicated things are becoming.
Well, we guard
And
that.
again, if you end up getting a situation where you're actually able to lock everything down, then might end up being okay for you.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one good shot by the Americans to get a rock buried, and you're never going to be able to
crazy.
have access to it.
you're crazy. Stop.
2. That's great. Oh, 2. Over and off.
Okay, a little fast.
Line's
No,
looking pretty
off.
good
Will,
here.
over
Just
and
wants
off.
to sit down. If they want to block that red guard.
Fuck's sakes. Nathan second.
I think we can still get to it.
Slow down. Because
Yeah.
it's
Just
Joshua.
over curls a touch, so that
Well,
red
you gotta
still
commit.
accessible.
Just
Oh, I know, no, we
The
saw it slow
Americans end
down.
up
you
hitting
were
it a
like
little
hack
bit thin on the
flux.
high side. They could run it into that rock
Yeah.
top
Light
12.
and then looks at it. Like I didn't call play B yet. Like that's we had that.
Good, better.
Pick up. Yeah. Hard, take up. Hard. Oh.
Sorry, I really could not
Missed
hear.
line call there by Peyton
Sorry.
Marcin.
That was,
Same
Doesn't get
thing.
the sweepers on it
That
till
was good
quite
weight.
late. Ends up wrecking on the
Sorry, I
guard.
really could not hear you.
Yeah.
MacDougall going to
No.
continue with the plan of trying to guard this red
They also
stone.
have this tap thought they stole 3 times.
I've had it.
Can't say it's entirely clear as to why. If you want to play aggressive, there is an open draw on the other side
Over and off. Nathan, jump
of the
it.
rings where you could get
Jump
into the
it.
forefoot.
Over and
then
off.
you're-
Over and off. Over and off now.
I think if you're MacDougall, you're kind of okay with the Americans
Let it sit.
continuing
Just
to
over
try
and
and
off.
play this
Don't
tap.
touch it.
It's not an easy shot.
Don't touch it.
If you sink another rock on the other side
Step
over into
away.
the forefoot,
Please don't
puts a
line
lot
it
of
up.
pressure on them. And
Please
even if
don't
you
line it
do
up.
guard this
Hey, it's
well,
good.
as they've
I'll
done,
take
that draw's always there. For Jacob Loose on the other
Good
side.
weight, you just did not. They overcurled.
No, I hate it.
How
They want
about
guard.
this one? Straight back.
That's
Yeah, I
good.
don't need that.
I think they're getting a little bit of tunnel vision.
Just
here.
like back 8.
Keep looking
Back
for
8, wait.
Back 8. Okay.
They just did
trying to find every tap they can, and they don't realize that there's just an open draw on the other side of the sheet. Much easier shot.
Line's good. Got a curl.
Really got curl.
Yep, hard all the way.
If they get through this,
Yep, yep, yep.
This rock gonna find a hole if there is one. Just touches off the red.
right now.
Touches the second
okay.
guard, pushes it slightly closer to the rings, but now everything's pretty much
Yeah,
staggered
try.
over there.
Yeah.
There we go.
15-5,
We finally found the
Edmonton.
draw on the other side of the
Well,
sheet.
I did a thing.
Plenty of space here.
Look,
Love to
it was
keep
a
this
good thing,
above
but I
the
did a
tee line.
thing.
Just bite the 4-foot.
I didn't.
Thomas Del Conte's second rock of the end.
I kind of pulled back.
Sweeper's thinking a little bit heavy out of his
Top
hand.
4. Wills.
Now they seem to like
Nathan's
it.
rock. Top 4, guys. Needs the call.
The second one.
Above tee.
Is that one in
Above
or-
tee.
Is the second one the one that you were aiming at? Is that one in?
Rock ends up slipping a little bit further than they would have liked. Stopped
Your second was
just behind the tee
stupid
line, but a great shot. Got plenty of curl in there.
Who said
Still going to be a
Wait, like
touch tricky
Oh, you're hearing the other
plan
sheets.
for Jacob Luce to follow them down and be shot. Need very good weight here. Just come down to freeze that yellow stone.
Yep, all the way.
This one tight out of the
Yeah,
hand.
hard.
Hard. Yes.
Hard.
Hard.
Zach Meyer on the inside trying to hold this stone. You won't be able to. It's going to wreck on the guard.
Little too.
Leave Team MacDougall sitting 2. There is a hole there to draw through if Team MacDougall would like to do. Basically the same shot they just played. I'd love to see them try to
Just a little
get
bit narrow on that one.
to the top of the
But there's
4-foot,
still
just
a
bite the 4-foot.
open hole.
Lights the tolerance, pretty much anything from there to the hog line should put something in the way of Team Marcin being able to draw through that
And
hole.
The only other options I see is the yellow into the red into the house. That house has to go.
It's got to be the race game now.
Important thing is making sure you get the line right. Make sure you get out to the broom. Let your sweepers work with the rock and put it in a good spot. You don't want to try and make this shot on your own. You want to try and throw just that top 12 weight, that tolerance weight, and then let your sweep, once the line is good, you can let your sweepers try to drag it to the perfect spot, top 4.
Straight. Okay, all the way back now. Straight. 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 Straight.
It's like got a fair bit tight out of the hand. Rex on the guard. It's about the one thing you couldn't do with that shot. You needed to make sure you got out to the broom. Looks like it was maybe a touch heavy as well. If you wreck on the red guard, the wide one,
they don't listen.
that might have been something you could work with. You might have been able to hold the rock straight, roll it to a good spot, but by touching that yellow one and moving it, you just expose your own stone a little bit more. Give Team Marcin that extra opportunity here to make a good shot. So Peyton Marcin now going to try to capitalize on this opportunity. Play a freeze down onto the shot stone.
Curl! Curl!
Got a curl!
Curl! Hard curl! Hard
That's the
in,
most
hard in,
important
hard in,
thing here.
hard in,
Line's
Evan.
okay. You just don't want to bounce that yellow too much. And they will. Red is shot. Might have got a pretty good angle on it where it's difficult to remove that red stone. Could throw heavy weight and try to pick it out. I think I like this. Looks like they're just going to guard it up. If you just put a rock in the way, it's difficult to see a way for Team Marcin to score 2.
Guards this time. haven't had a lot of ice on it. Not sure what they were trying to do.
This rock heavy again. Ends up holding straight. Hits and rolls to guard the hole, which is probably pretty good. Looks like there's still a slight hole
Yeah, I
there in
think the only
between the
thing
two
we
yellow
have is
guards
the
that
rage over here.
Team Marcin might be able to throw some sort of light
I think
hit
I
just got around this way, we
push
could
the
come
red
in
onto
here.
I
that
don't
yellow
think we
back
can get in
4 and
closer than
still
this one.
score 2.
Halfway in the 4.
Maybe a hit and roll.
I think
off
if we
the
got around that guard, that it would curl enough.
rocks on the side.
I don't hit that though.
Or we just try and come through this
I think
with
if
a
you
lot of rotation so that it stays straight, but I can still keep it light so that it is a draw.
I don't hit that.
I think we can try that.
Right there.
Yeah. Maybe a little more. Put it in the middle of the 8.
Not too much, but more.
Team Marcin sitting 1. Trying to find a way to score a second point here. Going to try and come through this hole between the yellows and make a draw into the 4-foot. Could get away with being a fair bit heavy here. If you make it through the hole with
there. I'm gonna
something like
put a
hack,
lot of
even
rotations
board
on
weight,
it so that it stays straighter.
could end up pushing that red stone into the catcher at the back 4-foot,
I think if
sticking
you hit
around
the
for 2.
yellow nose or even a little to this side, you make the race.
I mean, we thought about that. I don't know.
This is fine.
Yeah, I just kind of like the draw.
It's all your preference.
I think we'll do this. I know what the weight is. I'll just put a lot of rotation.
Got a curl!
Got a curl!
Curl! Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa! Whoa!
Final stone comes to rest in the rings. Plenty of sweeping by Evan Dauerheim, but just not able to negotiate the port. Rex on the rock, top 8. Comes to rest side 8 on the tee line, but not enough to score 2. So after 6 ends of play, it'll be a...
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Goldline's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
And is the choice of champions.
Center guard!
So for the first time since the first end, Team MacDougall out of the Hamilton Vic Curling Club will have the hammer and a 4-point lead to go along with it. As they'll look to try to close out this game in the last 2 ends in a dominant position.
We're in! 5-6! Minute 8-9.
5-6 is lucky.
This rock really can't
8-9.
be in the rings. If you're Team Marcin, you need to keep some rocks up front. Give yourself
That's
some
all right.
Okay, time to hit.
mess to work with. This one's slipping into the
smell
top
that
8
one.
foot, so William Jewell being asked to remove
Yeah,
it.
control. Yes! Hard piece! Hard piece! Really hard, Thomas.
Thomas being asked to work on this one. He's able to just hold it enough
Yeah.
Maybe a little tight out
Sorry, hitting the
of
green.
Will's hand. But they're able to hold it, make contact,
Try
remove
again.
the redstone from play. Does roll out.
Did you say whoa, Will?
You're
You
not
said
too
whoa.
worried about that if you're Team MacDougall, though. Keep things simple, fewer rocks in play to work with.
3-4.
And the goal
Mine's
for
good.
this team really is to just try to put a point on the board.
Disregard.
You don't need to do anything
Yeah,
fancy.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
keep peeling some guards,
Make it two.
opening everything up as much as you can.
Yep. All
Make
the
sure
way
you
get
have
it on the center line.
as simple a shot as possible for your one.
Okay.
This is a good guard, though. Good adjustment by Zach Meyer.
Top 8. Top 4. I can't. It's all there.
Thomas's rock.
I can't. It's heavy.
It's Thomas.
He wants T-line.
Good T-line.
Very good
Yeah,
draw.
you are
by
right
William
above
Jewell,
T-line.
drawing to the
Oh,
side
top T.
of the house. Trying to
Draw.
pull as much play as possible
Bro,
away
side
from
is
the
light.
center guard. Or if Team
Draw,
Marcin
guard,
does as
perfect.
they should and ignores that yellow stone, that's at least an extra point you might be able to use for
Breathing
Team
urgency
MacDougall later.
when you dumped it.
Evan Dauerheim now
A little narrow.
attempting to make a good draw around this center guard.
Yep.
If things progress as they should, we should see
Yep.
Evan
Go away.
MacDougall walk up to peel the guard.
It should pop out.
Marcin will continue to replace the guard for at least till the last couple shots at the end when they might play something to try and force the
Good
issue.
shot.
This one slipping a little bit into the open though. It is accessible.
Don't roll away. Yeah,
The
roll
guard
this
being up a
way.
little bit higher, I don't mind this shot. I
Board.
want to roll out to the
Well,
wings
we're
on
rolling
this
to my
side.
side.
Generally in this kind of a situation, you don't want your own stones on both sides of the house. Because then there's no easy way to peel the guards. There's
Mine's
always a
right.
jam opportunity
Easy,
on
just
either
clean
side.
them up. Up Close.
Nose
Board.
hit is
Straight.
perfectly fine here.
Board up. Whoa. Board up. Close. No. Straight. Straight. Roll it. Hard. Great shot.
Good shot by Nathan Jewell. Doesn't roll too far, so
Good way.
jams would be pretty tricky to actually get burned on. Now, if you're Team Marcin, you sort of just have to
You
ignore
really
these
need to hit?
stones. Continue to play around the center guard.
Now
Just
we
try to
peel.
get a steal in play. You're down 4 points.
Yes, yeah.
Doesn't really matter if you
If
give
they
up
go
5
4,
or
you
give
have
up
to peel.
5. Your only chance to try and win this game is to
Oh, he's ready.
steal a lot.
You on curl?
It's not gonna
This one
come
out
back.
quite wide. Not going to make contact with the stone in the rings. Now, just as I said, Evan MacDougall walks up to peel the guard and takes
okay.
a look back at both stones on either side of the
I
ring.
think we
So
do
there's
like
really
a
no.
freeze. The other way is
It's still,
probably
it's
easier,
still
but
a
that's
fairly
fine.
makeable, fairly easy shot, but
got this,
there is the
boys.
chance to jam on either side of the sheet. Nathan Jewell, they seem to
Straight,
like it out of
straight.
his hand, asking for
Here, get the red. I got
just
the
a
yellow.
little bit of curl. Makes contact, peels it out cleanly. And really nowhere to hide now for Team Marcin.
Keep it open.
We get 2.
Freeze.
More. It should be better.
Mine's good.
Yeah, I think it's getting pathy.
Yeah, curl.
The path I threw my guard in
Whoa, whoa.
quicker.
Oh, if it's heavy, don't sweep it.
That's weird.
It's
For a
good.
peel? Is that because you didn't pop it
Nice
either?
shot. That's really good.
Peel!
Just nose it. Just nose it.
Oh.
You're not getting it
Like
out.
what
It's
it's due
frozen.
in a desperate
much
situation.
How much
Fantastic
weight?
shot there by Jacob Luce to make a very good freeze.
They made the perfect freeze.
Are we shot or are they?
No,
Really
guys.
no way to
shot.
peel it out, so just
Okay.
asking Thomas Del Conte to ideally make a
No, I
nose
don't
hit.
think
Would
they'll
love
stick
to
around while
Really
stay
hard.
on top
Check.
of this red
Hard
stone.
piece! Oh, shoot. Curl! Curl!
Needs to make contact. He does. Unlocks the red-yellow combination.
Thomas.
Actually keeps a yellow around, so maybe a silver lining there. Red does remain shot.
That was nice. That was
Fantastic freeze once again by Jacob Luce that sets all of this up. Gives Team Marcin a chance once again.
Guard here.
No. I don't hate freezing, Toro.
That rock was lower than that one, so you had more room.
Need to come up with a good guard here now.
Both were pretty easy. It was. You would have to hit 3/4 of that.
Mine's good.
I hate it.
How did he
Yeah.
flash it though?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy on the curl.
That was a really good freeze.
Oh, whoa.
Guard ends up in a pretty good spot. Looks like that red is accessible in the forefoot. At least exposed a little bit. Team MacDougall could play it if they wanted to.
Well, move.
This absolutely not the wrong call though. Just keep
Yep,
peeling the
yep.
guards. Limit the risk as much as possible. With the scoreboard the way it is, you're up for
Right
a
out.
steal of 1 is
Get the red.
totally fine.
Oh, nice.
You just
catch.
want to not give up more than 1.
You on
Still
guard
when
or
you're still up
freeze?
3 with. Fantastic situation.
Mm.
I'm okay with either.
What?
Let's fix guard.
No, you had no faith. Well, have you had no faith in me making that PO? No, not if your first one. The first, come on. I could have. Yeah, but if we keep inside out, I could have chucked it as hard as I could. Like,
Thomas, that rock was going nowhere. It was right on nose, basically frozen. No, you couldn't have picked it. It was going
hey,
nowhere.
with control, I moved the foot that way. So let's just say with the PO.
Brent Gallant would not get that out. No, he wouldn't. It was like you could fit a piece of paper in between those rocks. They're going nowhere.
Enough space.
Marcin and his first rock here
Are
in
we
the
in?
7th. In a tough situation. Needs to come up with a good guard here.
Curl. Yeah, hard curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
Even with that, they're hoping for a pretty big miss out of MacDougall. That red is accessible in the
Going into
forefoot.
the guard if I feel. Yeah,
Could remove it, hit and roll to the wings,
no,
sit
because then he's
3.
going around the guard.
Force Team Marcin to go
Yeah.
around the guard.
Keep it open. Yeah. I mean,
Peeling the guard, not
he
not
could
the
make
wrong
a
call
better
either.
draw, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a draw, but you peel this. He
And
comes,
if they get one, we're in the 8th, we're up 3 with. So
Fantastic line of thinking there by Evan MacDougall. You move the guard. Really, there's nowhere they could put a rock where there's a reasonable chance to steal 2. You're likely always going to be able just to rip something out.
I think they would draw.
Even if they get a steal of 1, you're totally fine. You're up 3 with.
It's hard to make a perfect guard. And I can always outdraw it, and if they get 1, we're up 3 with in the 8th. That's... Oh, for God's sakes, dude. Come up, guys.
Gonna call hit and roll. Yes, they will. They're not gonna.
Evan,
They're
right
not
there.
gonna risk giving up 3 or 4.
I don't know.
We know that's the call.
Hit and roll.
I like the
They've called their second time out of the game, so let's
We'll try to get
tune
the
in
one
to
in the
see
house.
what their coach
right?
has to
Double
say.
them.
And I just keep going.
So. Okay, so you agree that's the right call? You agree my shot's the right call? Okay.
Hitting and rolling through like strong.
Jam it, keep it going, baby.
Well, the reason we're saying
The most you can steal is this one. Yeah. Same thing if you make the peel.
he could make a better one though. That's the thing. If he, okay. We're still in 3 draws.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, even rolling up. Like the first part you're throwing is okay. I like hitting that. Maybe that he's got to make a better shot for life. Okay. But I agree. It is the right call. Some things tell me hit that.
Okay.
If he's inside, wick that guard.
It's the force.
Okay, guys.
Evan, is my broom in the right spot? Evan?
What's the force, Evan?
It's in the right spot?
Looks like they've switched up the call here. They're going to try and remove that red rock in the rings.
Taking a sweet time.
And I think either call is probably fine. The more I think about it, the more I lean towards the peel, but this call is
control,
completely
right?
fine. You can remove this redstone,
Yeah,
Three
roll
quarters.
To the ring, roll to the 12-foot, sit 3.
Flip it on the way by.
Yes, Team Marcin could make a better draw in a round, but worst case scenario then, you'd be giving up a steal of 1, and if he ever misses, it's the game anyways.
That's pretty good. Actually.
Peel the guard, it's the same situation. There's really nowhere they can put a rock that is a relative risk of a steal of 2.
Easy, easy, easy.
Dre! Whoa! Whoa! Yes!
So you'd love to stick around here if you can, but just make sure this red goes away. Even if you roll out, that's totally fine. Makes contact with the 1. Does stuff it on the back, but yellow is still sitting 2. So that's totally fine. Keeping that yellow there might not be the worst thing in the world either. If Team Marcin ever does make a really good draw, depending on where it ends up, that yellow could be angled in.
That one jumped.
Yeah, it did. They caught a rock. Yeah! No, at least shot 2.
This is probably going to jam, no?
If we weren't shot 2, it'd be a terrible shot, what you just did, but we shot 2, so it's fine. Okay. Next time we practice, we're putting up the perfect freeze. I'm throwing 4 seconds. And
It's not happening. It was
I'll do it on Vic Ice because it's more dead. Those rocks are dead on Vic Ice.
You cannot do it.
No, they're first and second right now.
I'll bet $5. How we hit it this way?
Peyton Marcin, final rock of the end, game. His final rock of the end, game on the line. Pretty much need to be shot after this.
Zach.
Hey, I practice. That's what they're there for.
Hard Jack.
Hard, Zach.
Hard Jack.
Little tight out of his hand. Zach's on it.
Hard.
Whoa.
Zach Meyer trying to keep this off the guard, but he won't. It'll make contact with the guard. It will be at least 2 for Team MacDougall with this final rock to come, and you'd have to imagine that that's going to be enough for Team Marcin. The very worst, a 6-point lead. 7 if he's able to make this. Evan MacDougall with what is likely his final shot of the game here. Trying to score an extra point up on the board.
8 foot. If we're heavy, straight. Straight.
Okay, straight then.
Well, straight. Okay, straight. Straight,
They're
Will.
going to try and keep it straight to run this yellow onto the back one. Won't just push it by. Still gets his 2 points.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Should be done. I don't think we're going to score 6 points.
Stop yapping.
I don't
Listen.
think we're going to score.
That was easy for 3.
We go until we can't.
Oh my god.
Everyone heard me, right? Everyone heard me. I said straight if we're heavy. Everyone heard me.
If you want to see.
So it'll be 2 points for Team
Everyone heard me.
MacDougall. A 7-1 lead after 7, and there's the handshake. Team Marcin concedes the game. Final score: Team MacDougall out of the Hamilton Victoria Curling Club 7.
That was good.
Team Marcin out of the Bowling Green Curling Club 1. That'll do it for us this morning. We'll be back in
Communication error.
just over 2 hours at